I made a dude get his nuts waxed on the first date after he lied to me. Back in my early 20s, I dipped my toes into the world of online dating. It was still fairly new then. This was before every app and algorithm promised you'd meet the one based on your coffee order or which pizza topping you hated. People still met over sketchy websites with questionable match percentages and low-resolution selfies. But I figured why not? I wasn't picky. I didn't care about height, job, car, or favorite movie. But I made two things crystal clear on my profile. I did not want to date anyone who smoked, and I did not want to date anyone who had kids. Nothing against either. It's just that I had made those boundaries for myself and didn't want to compromise on them. I was upfront and honest about it from the start. One day, I get a message from a guy named Chris. His profile was fine. He was clean cut, decent sense of humor, well-written messages, didn't give me any weird vibes. We chatted a bit, and he asked if I wanted to meet up for breakfast the next morning. I agreed. Simple, low pressure, daylight, coffee involved, seemed safe and chill. We met at this cozy little brunch spot that always took way too long to serve eggs, but made it up with great mimosas. From the moment we sat down, the conversation was decent, not magical, not awkward, just pleasantly average. He was engaging enough to keep me interested, but not enough to get butterflies. No sparks, but no alarm bells either. And then came the bill. After waiting nearly 2.5 hours for breakfast to end, thanks to slow service and a long chat, he casually drops the line that changed everything. He says, "So just so you know, I do have a kid. I didn't mention it earlier because I figured once you got to know me, you'd see how great I am and look past it." My face froze mid-sip of water. I remember blinking at him like I'd misheard. That one sentence made everything come to a screeching halt. Not because he had a kid, but because he knowingly went into this whole thing thinking he could trick me into letting go of a hard boundary. He knew I didn't want to date someone with kids. It was literally the only thing I'd said in my bio. And instead of respecting it, he figured he could pull a fast one and charm his way into me making an exception. Nope. But instead of walking out or cussing him out, something wicked sparked inside me. If he thought he could manipulate me, then maybe I'd turn that energy right back around. So I said, "Well, I'm really enjoying our time together and I don't want the date to end either. But I do have a Brazilian wax appointment across town in about an hour. You know, full wax. Front, back, everything. Maybe you could come with me. There's a place that takes walk-ins." I think it's really attractive when men keep themselves clean down there. No pressure. I'm just super busy the rest of the week, and this is really my only free window. To my surprise, Chris lit up. He said sure. Said he'd never done anything like that before, but was curious and wanted to keep hanging out. I smiled, already forming the plan in my head. We drove across town. The salon knew me. I walked in, explained that my friend was a first-timer and that he wanted the full experience. I made sure they understood it was his first time and that they should take it all. Front, back, under, everywhere. I asked them to be thorough. I even held his hand through the curtain while he got started. The poor guy screamed like a banshee, yelped like a kicked puppy, cursed more creatively than I thought possible, but he toughed it out. He paid for his own session, nearly $80, plus tip. We walked out, him walking kind of bow-legged, and I gave him a sweet smile and said, "Thanks for being open-minded." Then I got in my car, drove off, and never called him again. There was no angry text, no ghosting explanation, just silence. I wasn't interested in a second date. I wasn't interested in justifying why his little white lie ruined any trust he could have earned. He thought he could override a boundary with charisma. I responded with wax.